I'm Chris Edwards and welcome to this week's Tennis Warehouse vlog. We're out on the balcony enjoying some of the beautiful California sunshine today. Let's jump into some of the new products we've got. First up, we have the extended length versions of Solinco's Blackout 300 and Whiteout 305. So these are a half-inch longer. It really does change the dynamic of these rackets. I think they're both beautiful rackets to serve with. For me, I'm really enjoying the whiteout version, just really getting a lot of penetration on my shots, loving how I can drive the slice on my backhand with it. And then my topspin strokes too, just really coming off the court with a lot of kick, really jumping through and pushing my opponent off the baseline. And then when I'm getting my opponent on the run, getting a lot of short balls back or forcing errors with that one. With the Blackout, really enjoying it on the serve the most. I found on my ground strokes, when I was behind the baseline taking a big swing, I was overhitting too much. And so what I found worked really well with this racket was to stand right up against that baseline, maybe even sneak inside a little bit, take hardly any backswing at all, just a really compact stroke, hit the ball and come through quickly, and I just take it on the rise and opened up some really nice angles for me to work my opponent side to side. And I still got enough inherent power from the racket, even with that compact backswing, to get the ball away, hitting a lot of winners, just taking that time away from my opponent. And a bit of a change in playing style, but it worked really well for me, and I think it's a great counter-punching racket. Great racket to play doubles with. The Bryan brothers are huge fans of the Blackout, and I think it's a great racket for taking that return nice and early with a lot of pace. You can punch volleys quickly, and obviously dynamite racket to serve with. So those are the extended length versions of those Solincos, and they will be available shortly. Next up, we've got a special seeding sets of Heads Links Spin Squared, and so this one's going to clear poly bag, only $2 a set. We've got a limited supply of these, so if you've been interested in the string, you want to give it a try, and for more information on this, be sure to check out our interview with Dennis from Head, and he goes into the full details on this one. It's a great playing string, reviewing this one too, so plenty of information out there on Link Spin Squared, and it comes in the T-Dub blue and orange, can't beat that. Okay, let's jump into some classic rackets now. First up, I've got an absolute beauty here, made in France. This is the Rossignol R40. It's a composite racket, so you see that fiberglass sandwiched in between the two layers right there. Mid-size head, open throat design, so right at the beginning of that era from wood into composite rackets. Beautiful racket right there. Be a great one. Still got the original plastic on the handle to hit and also have in your collection hanging on the wall. Next up, we've got one of Nadia Petrova's Pro Stock rackets. This one's a pure Storm. I don't know if it's customized at all. It doesn't feel like it's any weight added. In fact, it feels very light and whippy. It does have a T-Dub leather grip because we got this one with just a bare pallet installed on it. But super clean, ready to go. Again, really fun one to hit and a great one to have in your collection. And then another great racket to have is this iPrestige from Head, made in Austria, obviously. Again, we put a T-Dub leather on this one. It's got the slightly abbreviated cap grommets that you saw on the iPrestige model right there. It's a mid-plus head size on this one. So you can throw a non-cap, like a Microgel Radical grommet. Mid-plus should fit in that too because they share that same 1820 drill pattern. Okay, last and certainly not least, this week we have another classic racket. This one's a Yonex RQIS 2 Tour. Beautiful cosmetic on this one, made in Japan. This was part of our Bosworth collection. Not sure which player would have been testing this one, but again, this is a stock racket, brand new plastic original, still on the handle. If you're going to hit this one, you're probably going to want to put a newer grip on it, because when you take that plastic off, quite often these light colored grips have deteriorated underneath and they come apart when you pull the plastic off. But if you want to just hang it on the wall or have on display, it's good to go as is. All right, that's all I got for this week. Thank you so much for watching.